offense, we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Line gets set, first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Shakes off the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff. It's Allchuck. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. Running to the left. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Pennington. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He's back to throw on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
It's caught downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to run it. He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll operate out of split backs. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilcox. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ogchuck. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Second down.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll go right back to him. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely
open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Pennington. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Wow. What a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. This offense, not good enough.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the...
Oklahoma.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it. He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And the extra point splits the upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to throw, it's Pennington. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll leave it with him. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Alchuk. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He lets one fly deep. He caught it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
To get off one final play of the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offensive way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On the option, powers through the defender. On the move at the 30. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Pennington. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Kentucky. And that one will give them the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Direct snap. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On second down, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got him, and nobody's close. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right. And that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The option look. The pitch. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Goes to the option. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, hit down, almost scored the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they... They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Fast motion in the jet sweep. At the 40, there he goes. Tripped up for the tackle.
Carried by a receiver. He's brought down at the 33.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And the Sooners will keep this drive going. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They want to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Wiggles, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Oklahoma 42, Kentucky 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're bringing heat. And down he goes back at the 3. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
Kentucky 28.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Pennington. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
By the receiver. He runs out of bounds at the 47. Second down.
One more play to pad the stats. On second down, looking again to throw. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it?